Hello, hello. It's been a while since I streamed, actually. Damn. I don't even remember when was the last time that I went live. Um, but yeah, I'm live. Hello. How's it going? Am I mute? Can you hear me? Oh, we can. You can. Okay, good, good. I was really scared. I just saw someone put mute in the chat and I was like, oh god. I hope I'm not like you can't hear me. Because like I can see the audio things going on my screen, but you never know. But yeah, welcome to the stream. I'm Jonks. It's been a while. I haven't streamed because I've had a very busy month. Like last month I was super busy. And yeah, I just kind of didn't really have time or energy to really get around to doing streaming, but I really wanted to start streaming this week. I was meant to start earlier this week, but I was distracted, so I didn't. But today I was kind of sat here like, well, I'm just gonna be drawing all day, so I guess I may as well like stream what I'm working on instead of just hanging out in a voice call. So here I am. Is that Pocky in the top right? It is. So basically, I am gonna be vending at Eurofurence later this year, so I'm on that grind to get a bunch of merchandise designs done. And what I'm working on here is some keychain and sticker designs. So far I've done a balloon dog, which I thought was kind of cool, and my little protogen, Ping. He's all done. Look at how shiny he is. I really like how he turned out. I think he looks really cool. I have a bunch of different designs. So I'm trying to decide which one I want to work on today. I think I want to work on the submersive and breathable one, just because I think it's really funny. This idea popped up in my head a while ago, and it popped up again just recently, and I was like, damn, I really like that. I really want to make a keychain of that design. I think it's really goofy. If nothing else, it's gonna make an awesome sticker. It's really cool. But basically, so I don't think I'm gonna do all of these. Like this one, mean flink. So the purple ones are indicators that I think are cool, and then the blue indicators are ones that Flink thinks. Like a line means maybe, and the cross means unlikely. So the ones that I am most convinced on doing is the Pocky, the Any. I want to do one of these puppy modes, but I can't quite decide which one I prefer. I think I like the middle one the most, but I'm not entirely sure. I like this one though. It looks like happy, silly, cute. That's like a redraw of my slime cat in a bottle, but I'm not sure about it. So I'm putting that in the maybe. I really like this one. I think this one's really simplistic, but it looks really cool. So I definitely think I'm gonna do that. Like an inflatable orca, because like orcas, inflatables, they're very popular. So I hear. I think they're pretty cool. Did Moot give you orca deer? Actually, no. That was... I did a shark sticker last year, and that one was really popular. So I thought about doing an orca, and then I was on about making inflatable. Flink said I should add handles on the side as well to make it more like inflatable-esque. Virtualist Morality, that was actually a design that I came up with last year. Let me actually find my thumbnails from last year for reference. Here it is. These were my thumbnails from last year, so you might recognize a few of them. So there was Pocky 2024, Ping 2024. I did a FIFA design, which I not VR, yeah, VR design, which I thought was cool. That was the Virtual My Reality design from last year, which I kind of preferred the layout of this one a bit more than this one. So I might play with that. And thank you so much, Clockwork Phil, for gifting a tier 1 sub to Riot the Renegade. There we go. I can read, I swear. Yeah, Yeah, the long ferret I kind of liked, but it's kind of the same with the noodle, where it's not entirely my style, so I'm not convinced about doing it. Wild dog I did do last year as well. That was the shark. That was the shark, and I think he looks really cool. So I wanted to do like an orca this year. Are there more keychain designs coming, or are these all of them? So there might be more. Basically, if you have an idea, feel free to suggest them. There are other keychains that I'm working on. So let me see. I did jet tags last year. And the jet tags, I've redesigned them this year with some extra ones thrown in, some extra sprinkled designs. These are my jet tags for your friends this year. And if any of the merch is left, by the way, they will be added to my online store. But these are my jet tags that I've designed for this year. Now, I don't know how well these are going to translate into embroidery, because I get embroidered jet tags. So I'm going to try my best with my manufacturer to see if they can do it. But each one of these icons, these like headshots here, these are going to be made into acrylic keychains as well to match the jet tag. So that's pretty cool, I think. Excluding these two. But the rest, I think they're pretty cool. I might be biased. But my jet tags were very popular last year, though last year I did them in different colors, but some people were not sure about buying them because they didn't really like the color, so this year I figured I'd just go black and white because then it's neutral, and then it's gonna appeal to like everybody. Or at least I feel that way. What are jet tags? So jet tags, actually I have a picture of my jet tags from last year. Let me grab one of them for you. This was one of my jet tags from last year. Basically, it's like a long keychain, made of fabric. Mine I get like with a nice durable fabric that's embroidered, and then I get it with these heavy duty clips and a little D-ring at the bottom so you can hang stuff off of it. So I thought like having this would be a really cool feature, because when you're at conventions and you buy a lot of keychains and stuff, you want to show them off. So like imagine you have this attached to your lanyard or your backpack or your trousers, and then you can hang like a couple keychains off the bottom as well. So not only do you get to show off your new jet tag, you get to show off your new keychains. And a lot of people really, really like them. They sold out fast. So I definitely knew I wanted to do more this year. What would you use as a symbol for the stalker tag? I wanted to do a stalker tag, but I ultimately decided against it because I just don't feel like male stalkers are popular enough. But in the future, I will definitely try to do some male stalker merch, which if you don't know, male stalkers are like an original species that I created. They're these big fish. Very big fish. They're very cool. I was also worried about male stalkers being confused for Avalis, and I don't want to like disappoint someone by saying, no, it's not an Avali. I'm sorry, my guy, because they have 4 ears as well. And a silhouette of a head, I don't think is enough to differentiate them. You'd have to see like the body to differentiate it. But yeah. I think I'm gonna start off by doing my silly submersible and breathable, which is a play on submissive and breathable, which I thought was funny. Like, I had this idea last year, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do it. And then this year, I was like, nah, I gotta do it. It's funny, because if I saw that, I'd totally buy it. New project. Where is it? Down there. So I'll do the sub. I'm probably gonna do a yellow sub, because it's classic. I'm glad I grabbed one of the leaf wristbands. Oh, you got leaf wristband? I have one. I wear it like all the time. The plant wristband is by far my favorite of all the ones that I made. Absolutely love that wristband. I do genuinely wear it all the time. But yeah, has anyone here happened to go to your friends as well? I know it's like really expensive, so I totally don't blame anyone if you're not going. It's not cheap to go to your friends. I'm surprised as many people are going as they are. I second guessed as well if I wanted to go, just because of how chaotic the prices have become for that convention. You got a supporter ticket and you found a super cheap hotel in the. Oh hell yeah! What hotel? If you don't mind me asking, I'm just curious. I spent like $1,000 on my hotel for me and the boys. I can't believe how expensive the hotels are getting. So for reference, the first year we went to your friends when it's hosted in Hamburg, I paid 1,200 for Intercity Hotel, which is across from the convention center, and that was with breakfast, and we had like free drinks in the fridge and everything. It was awesome. And then we went to book it again the following year, and they charged me 1,500 for just the hotel room, no breakfast. And I was like, okay, I can make do with that. It's expensive, but okay. At least I'm vending, I'll make the money back. And then I went to book it for your friends this year, and they were gonna charge me 2,000 euros. And I was just like, nah. I'm not like, it's not that great a hotel. It's a nice hotel, the location's alright, but it's like, it's not like 2,000 euros worth of hotel. That's just a fucking rip-off. So yeah, me and the boys said nah, sayonara to that hotel. It's fucking bleh. So hello, welcome to the stream. Was hoping to attend AC again this year, but missed pre-reg. Oh, that sucks. I really want to go to AC at some point. Really want to go to AC at some point. It's what's it called? Anthrocon for a week in Atlanta, and I think it's TFF is the other one I really want to go to. Those three are like really big conventions in the US that I want to go to. I've been to MFF. MFF is pretty okay, pretty fun, pretty crowded, but it was really good. We're paying a hair over 1k for 4 people, breakfast not included, but breakfast was really cheap. Oh, that's not too bad. I mean, especially if you're splitting it 4 ways. Like, I don't mind paying 500 per person if that's what we gotta pay and we're in a good location, which is what we're paying for this hotel. But paying €1,000 for like per person is an absolute piss take. Yeah, they're clearly only inflating their prices because of the convention, and it's like, bruh, like, that's lame. Like, I don't know. I can't even try to justify it because it's so stupid. I don't know if I want my submarine to be more round. Will the submarine be yellow? Oh yeah. You know it's gonna be a yellow submarine. I don't know if I want it to be more round though, like more toony. Like, I understand wanting to make money off of the event, that makes sense to me, but like, increasing your prices that much when you're not even offering like a luxury experience, like, bruh. I don't know if someone did something at the hotel that pissed off the staff to the point that they don't want to, that, you know, they have to like make up the extra expense. I don't know. I haven't heard anything like that. I think they're just like gouging us for the sake of gouging us. I think it's stupid. Yeah, that's the thing. You've got the, what is it, the Radisson? The Radisson is like, it costs like 2,500 for a really nice room, and you're connected to the convention hotel, center. And it's like, yeah, if I'm gonna spend $2,000 on a hotel, I'm gonna spend the extra 500 to get the Radisson, where I know I'm gonna have a wonderful experience. Whereas Intercity, it's a nice hotel, but it's a business hotel, and it has like nothing there that's special. The breakfast's pretty mid. So like, bruh, like, I don't know. It's just so not worth it. So not worth it. I'm really disappointed because the first year we went, I was super like impressed by the experience at the hotel. But then like every year since then, like, well, the one other year I suppose I should say, it kind of just went downhill from there. But you know, it is what it is. I found another hotel. We'll see how that goes. I haven't really heard anything about the hotel I'm staying at, but I can't imagine it's bad. At least it's just like down the road from the convention, so that's nice. It's not like a big trek or anything. I just hope it's not too hot this year, because I know like Eurofranks has moved a little bit earlier in the year, like just like, you know, it used to be held at like the end of September, now it's at the beginning, and the beginning of September can be a bitch for heat. So I just hope we're lucky and it's not too hot. That would be nice, but we'll see. It won't be as hot as it's gonna be this weekend. No, wait, what? I heard it might be chill this time. I hope it's chill. I am not a fan of heat, so if it's nice and chill, I'll be very happy. You won't hear me complain. Hamburg will reach 34°C this weekend. Oh really? Yikes, what are you guys gonna do over there? How do you survive? There's one thing I will say about the US that I appreciate. You guys in the US have incredible AC. When we were out in the desert in like Arizona and California and stuff, like at least and Nevada as well for that matter, at least there, you know, it was hot as balls out there, but as soon as you got inside a building, you cooled down immediately, and I appreciated that greatly, because we do not have AC here and it sucks. Sit in the car mostly, understandable. I might do that this summer. Flink's just got a new car, and his new car has like air-conditioned seats. It's really fancy. So like in the summer, if I get too hot, I'm gonna just chill in the car. It's got a big tablet on the screen, so I'll play like a mini game on it. Oh yeah. Flinks' car has like the preconditioned remote thing as well. It's pretty cool. It's not a Tesla. We would never fucking buy a Tesla. You gotta be kidding me. It's a Chinese mobile, a BYD. It's called a Seal. The brand, the model that he's got is called a Seal, and because it's called a Seal, I saw a unique opportunity to buy one of those really fat seal plushies. So in the back of the car, there's a really fat seal plush that's been squished in the seatbelt. It's awesome. Yeah, fat with a PH. Yeah, exactly. It's a really nice car. I'm not much of a car person, but I think it's really cool. I might be biased though. Seal of approval. Oh shit, yeah. Damn it! We should put a sticker on your car that says seal of approval. Oh yeah, true. The Blinks was saying that the plushie we have on the back is the seal of disapproval. It looks so mad. Hang on, let me grab a photo of it so I can show you guys how mad this seal plushie looks. I've never seen a seal plushie in my life look as mad as this one. Alright, here it is. Look at how fucking angry it is. It looks so disappointed. But look how fat it is. Also, thank you so much, Clockwork, for subbing. I really appreciate it. How you doing? You got games on your phone when Jinx sees their car. Yeah, literally. The sad thing is we discovered you can't play games while the car's in motion, which I get, but it's still sad. Like, I understand it's to not distract the driver, but I'm like, bruh, what if I want to play like 2048 on the car on the long drive? I can't. At least not on the car. I can play it on my phone, I guess, but that's not the same. Honestly, don't. I mean, it's fair enough if you don't like the large touchscreen cars, but honestly, that screen is fucking awesome for like navigation. You have like this giant screen with the map on it. Like, you're not in doubt. It's really cool. Like I said, I'm not much of a car person, but I really like his car. Whenever we like go out in it, it's really cool. Just bring a whole PC setup. I probably could. The car's electric. I can just plug it in somewhere, I'm sure. Blinks drives to like the end of the road and then runs out of battery. It's not so much a touchscreen, but then he says some essential buttons missing. What buttons are you talking about specifically? Because all the normal buttons are there. Like, everything is there as it would normally be. No, you can control the climate on the wheel, I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can. But even so, like, the way that the screen works is really easy to change the temperature in the car. You basically just drag your fingers like up or down to turn it up or down. You don't need to like open up anything. You don't get the same feel. I mean, I guess, like, no, you don't. That's the thing. You don't need to look at the screen. You can just drag your fingers up and down and it will change it. You don't need to look at it to do it. Like, you don't need, it doesn't need to like do anything. I mean, that's fair. If you don't like it, that's fair. I personally just think the car's really cool. I like, compared to the car we had a Kia Rio on a lease, and that was a good car. It got us a long way. We drove that bad boy all the way up to Stockholm and Leksand in Sweden. We drove it all the way down to Berlin in Germany. All the way to the other side of Denmark. We drove it like around a lot, and it would carry all of my stuff for the conventions. So I really like that car. But this car is just so much more luxury. The only sad thing is the boot space is less on this one, so I'm a bit worried about getting all of my merch to EF. But it's got a frunk because it's electric. That's pretty cool. The Joinks has returned. I have. And also, oh my gosh, Sushi, thank you for the resub. I just missed that. I'm so sorry. How you doing, Sushi? Hope you're having a good week. Not the biggest fan of SUVs in the US, but the new Volvo is a nice lease. We don't really see many UVs here. SUVs here. Blinks did look at a couple SUVs, but ultimately decided to go for the sportier looking car. Well, the thing is, like you really don't need an SUV in Denmark. Like, the only reason you would get an SUV is if you need like that capacity space. But but it's just like they're not popular to drive here. Everyone prefers small cars. It's one thing that like kind of blindsided me when we traveled to the US is how many big cars you guys have over there. Like there's so many. Yeah, exactly. When you're in like Denmark especially, like there's not much of a car culture here because the way that cars work here tax-wise is you buy the car and then you have to buy the license plate, and the license plate is plus 100% of the car's worth, so you end up paying double for a car. However, that registration, like the license fee, is significantly less if you buy electric because they're trying to promote electric cars here. So Flinks could get like a really he could get an alright like petrol car, or he could get a brand new electric car that's like way more impressive and flashier for the same price. So he was like, obviously I'm gonna go for the electric. It like fucking awesome. But in general, like, car culture isn't really a thing in Denmark. They have a lot of strict laws on what you can and can't do with cars. And, like, yeah, they're just fucking expensive because they have these fees. Yeah, basically. Exactly that. Like, cars are fucking expensive here. Like, I sadly can't give you, like, I don't know cars. But if Lynx was here, he would tell you. But yeah, cars are expensive, so if you ever plan on moving to Denmark and you're a car enthusiast, don't. Because you will not have a good time. But we do have really good public transport here, so that's pretty cool. Or at least I think so. You can't travel as cheaply. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the public transport costs here have gone up recently, like stupidly. It's not too bad, but at least you can, and it's quite easy. Like, in general, I don't notice too many delays or anything with public transport. But I also don't, like, go out too much, you know? I'm a gremlin, I like my cave. So, I don't know, but... In general, though, I will say, like, public transport here works pretty well. Do you guys like my sub? What about bike? Oh, bikes are super popular here. There are bikes everywhere you go. If you're in Copenhagen, you get frustrated by the amount of bikes. There's so many everywhere. Oh, do you mean motorbikes? I'm talking about, like, bicycles. This is submersive and breathable. It's a sticker design, or keychain design. I don't know about motorbikes. I have no clue about motorbike laws here. But like in general, like cycling is very popular here. It's very much encouraged. I drove to Sealand by car from Belgium. The round trip cost me about 200 in fuel costs. Let me actually see. Let me see. I don't know. Is it Berlin you said? Oh, Belgium, sorry. Belgium to Copenhagen train. Let me see. I'm curious how much would that cost. Okay. Oh no, that's Brussels. That's not. I said Belgium. Wait, is I might be ignorant. Is Brussels in Belgium? I'm bad at geography. It is. Okay, thank you. I'm stupid. I'm so sorry. Well, okay. I'm sorry. You might be wrong. Because it costs you about 53 euro. On a very quick Google. You're actually wrong. At most, it would cost you 135 euro. €250? This is what I was looking at. So actually, wait, let me add a return as well, because assuming you'd want to go back home. Alright, next day. Search for one person. My computer's gonna give me ads now to go to Belgium. If you really wanted to get the train today, okay, it would cost you more than 200. That's if you're paying like last minute price though. If you book it in advance, it would cost you less. You could get a train ticket for like 50 euro. So yeah, it depends if you're booking it in advance or if you're just buying a ticket on the day. So it's not impossible, but yeah, I mean, if you're needing a last minute like trip over with not much time to plan it in advance, then yeah, you'd be better off driving for sure. You always go 3 months. So I don't know why you got that price. On the website I'm using is Rail Europe. Let me change the date. Edit search. Let's depart in September, and then we want to come back in like a few days. Okay. Search. It's searching. Did you ask like the conductor of a train? Or did you book online? Did you look online? Yeah, so one way it costs you about 100 euro. The way, yeah, no, okay, it would cost you 200 euro. Okay. Well, I don't know where the 50 euro came from. It lied to me. Because I like how it opened up a bunch of tabs now for like advertising like booking.com and shit. I don't know why it lied to me. On the homepage of the website it said 50 euro. Lying bitch. Well, thank you so much, Clockwork, for gifting a tier 1 sub to... hang on. Hang on. Rainbow Dash Me Pop. There we go. I don't know what the first bit was. Like, literal? Oh, I don't know. I tried. Also, I missed, thank you so much, Firing Cat9 for gifting a tier 1 sub to Pavel's ZH03. Thank you so much. What? But yeah, I don't know where that price came from, but that's fair enough. I thought it would be cheaper. I know that train traces in the UK are like terrible. Like if you're ever needing to like travel across country in the UK, you're better off just flying, because the train prices are ridiculous. is your intro music for the stream like free to use? No, I actually commissioned it. I have commissioned another song from them, but sadly I'm still waiting on them to upload it on their channel before I can use it. But as soon as I can use it, I'll be adding a song. I don't know, I might replace the intro one for a little bit and with the new song until I figure out exactly where I want it to go. So hello, welcome to the stream. I can't get this, like, thing right. Thank you so much, Commander Coyote, for subscribing to Tier 1. Welcome to the stream, hope you're doing alright. Don't question how many channels. Was that you, Truffle, like, slamming all of those things in my face? What the hell? So rude. You know you can just say you don't like me. I accept it. I move on. Possibly. Sad. You can call me Shin. I know it might be hard to read Chinese. It might be hard. Dude, it's impossible for me. I have no idea. I'd just be like, yes, line, square, squiggly line. Thanks for the follow. It doesn't on my multi-stream tab, sadly. I cannot see the translation. Because I'm streaming on YouTube as well, so I'm trying to read YouTube chat as well, which means I don't get all of the fun Twitch integration stuff, like translating messages. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it took me so long to draw that. Should it be like more oblong? Like that? What looks better to you guys? Does the round sub look better, or does the other sub look better? Like this? The round noodle. The less round one. The round one. Can we get next to one another kind of shot? The rounder one looks more aerodynamical. Does it? I mean, it doesn't need to be aerodynamic. It's a submarine. It doesn't fly. It's not a plane. It's a sub. Like a fish. Robo-fish. Rounder one gives off a better vibe. It needs to be water dynamic. That's what I'm saying. Aerodynamic. It's not like a flying fish. Sub. Alright, I'll stick with the rounder one. It's more cute and toony, yeah. As long as it's clear that it's a submarine, that's all I care about. It just needs to look like a sub. Because otherwise, like, the joke kind of flat, like, the joke will fall flat if it doesn't look like a submarine. It could be flying fish. It could be. Could be. It's not, but it could be. Flying Fish could be the name of the sub. That would be so cool. Let me get up some reference images of submarines. Submarine. I like how Subway showed up as soon as I put sub in my search bar. It knows me. Cartoon submarine. I don't want real ones. Alright. Alright. What color should I do? Should I do red on the propeller? I feel like propellers are red. Jinx, are you planning on playing Secret of the Movie? I don't play FNAF games. I appreciate FNAF. I love the lore. I love the content, the fan content, like music and stuff. I don't play games like that. I'm a pussy, for literally lack of any other better term, to make it so obvious that I actually am just afraid of everything. I don't do well in scary games. I would actually throw my PC out of the window if I got scared, and I wouldn't sleep for like a year. Why not make it the same color scheme as you? Because I want it to be really clear that it's a submarine. Opinion on Repo? Oh, I fucking love Repo. That's not scary, that's just goofy. Like, the monsters in it aren't, like, particularly scary. I think the only monster that actually, like, scares me when I first see it is like, the Mimic. Not the Mimic. The Clown? The Clown, yeah. The Clown, I don't like him. He's, like, annoying and he's loud. I've died so many times to that guy. I am a big softie. So this is the thing I hate about my brain. My brain is so curious. I'll see like a murder documentary and I'll be like, ooh, I'm gonna watch that. It looks interesting as hell. I won't sleep for a week. I just won't. I will watch it and be so like amazed by it and interested and curious, and I'll be fascinated by it. But then, like, as soon as the documentary ends, I'm there like, is my door locked? You know, I get like too afraid. And anything paranormal, I cannot watch at all. I will actually just die. Submarine can basically be almost any color as far as I know. Well, of course it can be, but I want it to be clear to the observer that they're looking at a submarine. And if it's like green and yellow and stuff, like, it's not gonna be as clear that it's a submarine. So I want it to be very obvious that they're looking at a sub. Hello, welcome to the stream. I love the Reaper mod that adds a Minecraft level. Oh, we had that, but it broke. Basically, as soon as you crouched, you were stuck crouching and you couldn't get out of crouch. I don't know why. And also, like, we couldn't see anything in that map. It was pitch black. So that kind of sucked. I don't know why that happened. Were you playing on release or beta? I think release. I don't think I've ever played on beta. Was it fine? Oh, okay. Last time that I went to play the Minecraft thing, it didn't work. It is like broken severely. They might have patched it, I don't know. not too convinced about the red. Looks a bit weird. And just like looking at reference images of submarines. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, it needs to be a bit more brighter. Maybe I just do orange? Wow. Why would you do that? So rude. Orange looks pretty good. How are you dealing with the heat? It's honestly not been very hot here, so I'm pretty happy. Yeah, we've been quite lucky with not as much heat issues. Is this going to be a keychain or a sticker? It's going to be possibly both. I'm not sure yet. Depends on how much I like it. It just reminds me I didn't do any of the cool seams. Funnily enough, talking about submarines, I watched the Netflix documentary yesterday about the Titan tragedy thing. That was very interesting. It's also really unfortunate though, because there were so many red flags. Like, that thing was like destined to failure. So like, it's really sad what happened to those people, because the CEO was fully aware of it. Everyone told him it was a risk and he was adamant. He was just so like stubborn about wanting to do it his way that he killed those people. And it's unfortunate because he can't be like actually held accountable for it. Like, but yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately. But it was a very interesting documentary. Highly recommend watching it. That's like become my new thing, by the way. I started watching a lot of documentaries on Netflix whilst like working and stuff. So like whilst I was working on like 3D stuff the other day, I just had like a bunch of like all kinds of different documentaries on in the background, just like investigations and things, and I'm just like, whoa. Have you watched Chef's Table? I actually think that I watched a bit of it, but I didn't find it too interesting. Wait, let me double check. Let me have a look on Netflix. Gotta mute the site so I don't get any of the... I started watching House as well, because that's a pretty cool show. Chefs... It rings a bell. I can't remember if I fully watched it or if we started watching it and didn't like it. No, we didn't watch this. I tell you what though, if you like cooking shows on Netflix, watch Barbecue Showdown. That is so good. And like, me and Flinks had a habit where we used to watch that all the time whilst we were eating dinner. My god, I've never been so jealous of food on a screen. like looking at it, and some of the stuff they cook looks so tasty, and I'm just like, ah. Oh, okay. No, when we watch like the food stuff, it's usually like cooking competitions. So we watch like Barbecue Showdown. There was a cocktail like mixer, like a bartender competition. We really liked that. That was pretty interesting. One dude almost killed one of the judges because like they realized really quickly like you've just mixed two things that will kill a person. Like, oh shit. Thank God they caught it. I was thinking they killed the judge. Another unexpected show that we started watching as a meme was Is It Cake? We started watching it as a meme, but then we got like really into the show because you were like, oh, that was obviously the cake, and it wasn't the cake, and you're like, how did they make something look so realistic that looks more realistic than the real thing? Like crazy. I don't know if I want any additional lines. Yeah, if you guys have any bingeable worthy like shows to watch, feel free to like send them my way, suggest them, because I really like to just watch random stuff whilst I'm working. One thing I do need to actually binge through is Kitchen Nightmares. I haven't actually watched. I've seen like some episodes and clips. I've never actually watched it the whole way. Drive to Survive. Pathless Flats? What is that? Castlevania. Oh yeah. I feel like I'm doing like a children's coloring book right now. I don't really draw like stuff like this. That sounds interesting. I know Flinks watched an F1 documentary recently and he really, really enjoyed it. And he was like, oh, it's a really good one. I don't remember what it was called. Actually, it might have been Drive to Survive now that I think about it. Not sure. But I know that he was really invested in it. Does he have a favorite team? I don't think so. I could be wrong. He's not here, so I sadly can't ask him. I'll ask him later though. I don't think he does, because he doesn't like actively watch Formula One. He just got really invested in the documentary. I'm doing like airbrushing on it. Well, you've made that same joke like 3 times in chat. It's getting old. Drop it. I've seen every single time you've made that joke, and I've been like, bruh. I'm trying to decide. I don't know if shading is gonna be too much if I actually just want to do a silhouette. I'm not sure. Also, thank you so much for the follow, Sam. Bruh, you're eating Subway right now? That's just rude. My fucking god. Oh shit, what was the redeem? Was it to drink or was it to save? Save. Okay, I'll save. I actually haven't saved this one yet, so good shout. We're supposedly getting Subway in Denmark later this year, and I'm really excited for that. I'm big excited. Yeah, I don't know if I might do 2 versions to see which one I prefer. I'll shade this and then I'll see how I feel. Oh man, I love Subway cookies. Their cookies are great. Like whenever I go to a Subway, I like to get like a 6-inch sub with a cookie and a drink, and it's like I don't know, it revives me. I'm so happy. I can't wait until Subway comes to Denmark. Every time Flinks will be like, "What do you want to do for dinner?" He knows my answer is just gonna be Subway. I'll eat so much that I'll just get myself sick of it. Oh, thank you so much, Bloody Phantom, for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Oh, it is Friday. I forgot it was Friday. Damn. It's like the perfect little lunch. It really is. Like, I honestly miss Subway so much. You had a Subway on campus? That's awesome. It's like this thing, so back when I worked in retail, I used to go to Subway often for lunch. And I would just eat there every day because it was like the easiest option. Like the only annoying thing was like when it was busy, because you know like when Subway's busy, like there's fuck all you can do. You just have to sit there and wait. Or stand there and wait until like they're like done serving people. But like beyond that, it was just like a really easy lunch. It was either that or I got one of those like Tesco meal deals. Miss Tesco meal deals so bad. Exactly, that's the one thing that UK has going for it is the meal deals. There's so much stuff. Like every time I go back to the UK and I'm like browsing through like Tesco, I'm like just looking at all of the stuff, and I'm just like, man, why don't I have that? We don't have any of it in Denmark. It makes me sad. Like, for example, like cheddar, like I found that in Sweden you can buy Cathedral City cheddar cheese. I stockpiled that stuff. I fucking love that cheese, and you can't really find it in Denmark. The day Tesco meal deal went above £3 was the day the country fell. That is so true, because in my head, the Tesco meal deal will always be £3. It had been £3 up until I think like 2018, and then they had to increase the price of it, and it was like everybody was so fucking upset. Like, no, this is like the equivalent of like the Costco hot dog, but I still think the Costco hot dog costs like whatever it costs. Is it like 20 cents or something stupid? I forget. Yeah, Freddos now cost like £1, which is ridiculous. I remember when they cost like 20 pence. It was awesome. My dad, he used to, on the weekends, when we were like little kids, he'd walk up to the corner shop, he'd buy a newspaper, and he'd buy us a Freddo. So every morning on a Saturday, we'd wake up early, we'd go with our dad to the corner shop, get his newspaper, get a Freddo, we'd come home, we'd munch on the Freddo, and then we'd watch like cartoons. That was my childhood. That was awesome. and I miss it. We're at the back of my day age, so true. Do you think that like little kids have that Saturday morning experience like they like we used to with cartoons on a Saturday morning? Or do you think they just like get up and scroll their phone? Because I remember like Saturday mornings, it used to be like we'd wake up at like 7 and we'd just go down in the living room, we'd get like some cereal and just sit watching like cartoons on the TV and drawing and stuff. I missed that life. It was awesome. They have, oh my god, I'm not reading that second one, but Feastables suck. Anyone who would choose a Feastable over a fucking Lunchable is a degenerate. I don't know why you would choose a Feastable over a Lunchable. Lunchables will always be amazing. Another thing that we don't get in Denmark is fucking Lunchables, and it makes me mad. I love Lunchables. If, like, during our road trip in the US, we'd stop at a gas station and we'd be hungry and I'd grab myself a Lunchable and I was thriving. If you ever bring me a Lunchable, I will be your best goddamn friend ever. I love Lunchables. It's ham and cheese. Ham and cheese pleases me. It's like Subway. I buy a ham and cheese sandwich. Nothing else, nothing additional. It's just good, solid ham cheese with a bread or a cracker. It's awesome. They don't even have Weatherspoons. I know. I'm so sad. Do you have any UK import shops where you're in Denmark? So, no, we don't have any in Denmark. There are others, like there's a UK import shop in Norway, I think it is, that I buy stuff from. But I can't get any of the fridge and freezer goods for obvious reasons. So, sadly, no. I can't get any of the stuff. Because I can get, like, cereal and that's pretty similar, but it's all of the freezer and fridge goods I can't get here. So like I absolutely love, and I've been craving this past week, you know, the Chicago Town pizzas, those little oven pizzas with like pepperoni and stuff. I love those so goddamn much, but you can't get it here. You can't get anything like it here. The closest you get to it here is a Billy's Pizza, which is pretty alright overall, but it's not the same as a Chicago Town pizza. And I don't mean actual Chicago pizza, it's like a frozen pizza. But they're so good, and they're everywhere in the UK. You can't get them here! It makes me sad. Like, why? I would move back to the UK for food, which I know like so many people would like hear that statement and scoff at because like the stereotype of British food. But let me tell you, yeah, British food might look nasty, but I tell you what, it tastes fucking awesome. Like, and I'm not talking about frozen food. I'm talking about like a roast dinner, English breakfast, all of that good shit. Fish and chips and mushy peas. Like, you guys are missing out if you, like, take one look at British food and go, what? It's great. It's tasty. Exactly. British food has a really homely vibe. It's always, like, really good hearty meals. Like, you're gonna be full. They're not the healthiest by any means, but they're freaking tasty. And I just want to say, if any of you happen to go to the UK at some point and want to try a good, like, good classic English roast. Don't go to somewhere mainstream. Go to like some random pub in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Guaranteed you'll have amazing service and the food will be awesome. That's like my favorite thing. Whenever we used to do like really long road trips across country in the UK, we'd always like be driving back late and stop at some random pub on like the way home. And they always had like the best food. Like a Toby Carvery. Oh. Damn, I'm so hungry. It makes me sad. Shepherd's pie, I'm sorry, you might hate me for this. I hate shepherd's pie. Really hate shepherd's pie. I just don't like mince meat in gravy with mash. It's lame. It, like, I don't know, whenever my mum, as like when we were children, she would tell us she's making shepherd's pie for dinner, the amount of like sadness that I felt was like immeasurable. I would be so disappointed. I'd be like, why would you cook that? I don't like shepherd's pie. I'm not a big fan of just mincemeat and gravy. That's the truth. Or just mincemeat in general. Like, I can eat mincemeat in like a burger or in meatballs, but just mincemeat as it is in a sauce, I really despise it. I really don't like it. And then like eating it with mash, like even now thinking about it, I remember as a child, this is really bad, when we had shepherd's pie as a child, what I would do is I'd eat all the mash because I didn't mind the mash. I would eat all the peas, and then what I would do is I would shovel all of the meat into my mouth. And I'd basically be like, I'm done. And they'd be like, okay, you can go. And I'd like take my plate out, and then I'd run upstairs and I'd spit it all out in the toilet. I hated the meat. But my parents were like very strict about not wasting food, so they wouldn't let me leave the table until I would eat it, until my plate was clear. So they would be like really strict about it and be like, you have to eat your dinner or you're not allowed to leave the table. So and like they knew I didn't like it, but they were still very like adamant about me eating it, which kind of sucks, but you know, whatever. And so like, yeah, I would just kind of spit it out. I hated it. Even now, just thinking about it, I have like that taste in my mouth of it and I hate it. But probably my most favorite like British like pub grub type food is sausage and mash. Freaking love sausage and mash. And my parents, when they cook it in like one of those giant Yorkshire puddings, that is like food that feeds my soul. Like if I had done some heinous crime and I was on death row, sausage and mash and a giant Yorkshire pudding would be my final meal. Yeah, my parents sadly didn't really give up on, like so some meals they would make exceptions for me, so I didn't like meat growing up at all. The only meat I would kind of eat was chicken, but then it had to be done very specifically. So I didn't like a lot of food growing up. I was a very picky eater, which meant cooking for me was a pain in the ass. So a lot of the times my parents wouldn't compromise, but sometimes they would. Like, one time my mum made a Stilton and broccoli lasagna, and I freaking loved that thing. Like, broccoli Stilton in pasta with cheese sauce, hell yeah. So I loved that. So my mum, whenever she used to make a lasagna, she would make two. She would make a meat lasagna and then a vegetable one. Sometimes it would be vegetables and a tomato sauce, or it would be broccoli and Stilton lasagna. So yeah, broccoli and a cheese sauce. And I freaking love that. It's still like one of my all-time favorite meals my mum ever cooks. Like, I love that. But like, yeah, a lot of the time, what actually would happen is Mute doesn't like potatoes. I don't like meat. Mute likes meat. but I like potatoes. So we would switch. We'd eat I'd eat potatoes, she'd eat her meat, and then we'd swap plates. So then I would have more potato and she would have more meat. Because then we didn't we could bypass the parents' will. Do you like kebabs? Not overly. It really depends on my mood. The problem I have with kebabs is, one, they're huge. They're overstuffed. And there's too many things going on in a kebab that it annoys me to eat it. If they did a bite-sized kebab, I would probably eat that and thrive on it. But I really don't like having a giant kebab and trying to eat it, because it just gets messy. There's you get one bite that's just veg, then you get another bite that's just meat. It's I want a bit of everything in it. It annoys me when I can. I don't know. I'm a picky eater and I hate it. Flinks can attest to that. He hates living with me because I'm a picky eater. I feel like if I wasn't a picky eater, I'd be he'd love me 10 times more than he does. Because Flinks is a big foodie. He likes a lot of different food. I really don't. And I hate that I don't, because it always looks good. We were talking earlier about watching food shows on Netflix. So many times we're watching these food shows on Netflix and I'm looking at the food and I'm like, oh bruh, that looks so good. But I know if someone put it in front of me, I wouldn't eat it because I don't like food. That makes me sad. Any Danish foods you've grown to love? I really like Danish hot dogs. Pulled pork, but I know pulled pork burger isn't really Danish, but the first time I had it was in Denmark, so I guess I really like that. Meatballs, Swedish meatballs and mashed potato, really good. I know it's Swedish, but again, I only ever had it in Denmark. And flæskesteg. Flæskesteg is so good. It's a roast pork with crackling, and you have it as I haven't had it as a sandwich yet, but I've had the roast meal, where you have boiled potatoes and gravy and stuff. That's so good. And Danishes, cinnamon rolls, those are pretty good too. I really do not like rye bread. I really don't like it. I don't like fricadella. It's too stinky. And I don't like leverpastej. I don't know why the Danish people love leverpastej, but it looks fucking vile. Stinks. And it's just gross meat paste on bread that is more seed than bread. different is the sport culture in Denmark compared to a place like America, England? I mean, it really depends, because like there's still a football culture in Denmark. Like you see a lot of teams still arguing here as they do in England, but in England, like football culture is so toxic that like anytime there's a big football event, you don't want to leave your house. Does Flinks like liver? Yes, he does. He's like true Danish. Yeah, handball is like really popular in Denmark, I hear. Like Denmark has like a lot of champions in handball. I don't think like American football isn't very popular here, though. Saying that, Flinks and a couple of his friends are really big fans of American football. I would really love at some point to take him to see like his team actually like play live at a stadium. That would be really cool. He supports the Saints. He's a big Saints fan. I actually bought him a Saints jersey a little bit ago. Is there a big deal about Kevin Magnussen? I have no idea who that is. My parents are really big into like Formula One, so like my mom is a massive fan of Lewis Hamilton. Like she has a fucking canvas print of Lewis Hamilton in her house. Why? I don't know. It was like a gift, but she like absolutely adores Lewis Hamilton. Fun fact, actually. So my parents went to go see Formula One live one year. And my dad took my camera with him to take photos. And they were down on the track because you were allowed to be on the track for a certain amount of time. And my mum went to go use the bathroom, but as she was in the bathroom, they like kind of hurried everybody off of the track so that they could get like, you know, the races and stuff out and do like, I don't know, whatever they were gonna do. My dad, because he had my camera, which is a big chunky DSLR, he got mistaken for being press. So on live TV, whilst my mum was in the fucking bathroom, and bear in mind she's a massive fan of him, my dad on live TV shook hands with Lewis Hamilton. My mum was pissed. And it was like, if he had told her that he had shook hands with Lewis Hamilton, there's no way she would have believed him. But it was on live TV, so everyone at home who watched it had seen, and we had it clipped. So there was no doubt about it. No, it wasn't even that long ago. It was in like 2018. It wasn't that long ago. Like, they allow everybody onto the track. Or like, I don't know if they had a special ticket. I have no idea. I don't think they did. But yeah, it was funny as fuck. Yeah, it wasn't long ago. But like, such a wild story for our parents to like come home and tell us. Because like, I could just imagine my mum being in absolute disbelief and my dad just being all giddy, like, well, it's been recorded, it's on the TV. They didn't have any serious cash, believe me. They had like basic bitch seats. They There was just some moment where fans were allowed onto the track. Yeah, it was just like they were allowed standard, like they had like some standard entry. I don't think they had anything special because my parents are not rich people and a bunch of us had to pull money together to be able to get them tickets just to go. Let alone anything fancy. They didn't. So I think it was just something about at some point people were allowed to come onto the track. Whether or not my dad was cheeky and wiggled his way in, I really don't know. But I just know at some point they were on the track, and then the like security, they got everyone off of the track, but they mistook my dad for being press because he had a camera, like a big camera. Or they just missed him, I don't know. And so he was like with all the press and shaking hands with Lewis Hamilton. But they definitely didn't have any special privileges at all. They just don't have that kind of money. Oh yeah, he got super, super lucky. Hell of a story. But it was just like so wild when our parents came home and told us that story. It was like crazy. You could see like the jealousy in my mum's face. She was ultimately happy that he got to do it, but she was so jealous. But I feel like had she actually shaken Lewis Hamilton's hand, she probably just would have like fainted. Because she's like such a like obsessive fan of Lewis Hamilton. Like, I'm pretty sure if one of those bots claimed to be Lewis Hamilton, she'd go flat broke because she would have sent him all her money thinking it was actually Lewis Hamilton. Oh, that's pretty cool. Wait, fun fact though, last night I went to go see the comedian Gabriel Iglesias live. That was really fun. We were supposed to have seen him last year, but sadly he cancelled last minute, so we didn't actually get to see him. But he actually came this year after rescheduling, and it was really fun. I've never seen like a comedian live before. It was like really good atmosphere. It was really fun. What? See you around, Rose. Hope you have a good day. Yeah, I feel like less is more with it. Don't want to like overdo it. I think the best way to do the text is probably in Photoshop. Give me a second. It's 5 a.m. Go to bed. Oh my gosh. Why are you up at this time? Go sleep. Go get them Z's. There's a specific font I'm trying to find, but I have so many. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, it was literally at the very top, bruh. This is such a goofy design. I love it. I don't know if the blue text at the top looks better. You think both blue? I'm not sure which I prefer. I kind of like the combination of it, but I also see what you mean about the both being blue. Actually, let me move it down just a smidge. It's such a goofy design. I fucking love it. If I saw this on a t-shirt, I'd buy it in a fucking heartbeat. I'll add this to my Redbubble later, I think. I don't think I can sadly get t-shirts made, but I fucking love it. Or maybe I do get t-shirts made. I considered doing t-shirts for EF. Maybe I get this as my t-shirt design. If you saw this, would you buy it? Like as a keychain or a sticker or something? Would you buy it? It might be my humor's just fucked up. I would buy it. I find it so stupid. As a sticker, yeah? Yeah, I would definitely buy it as a sticker. It's so stupid. I'm not sure about the text though. Should they both be blue? What if they're both white? Does that look better? I kind of like having one color and one the other. Bear in mind, ignore the background. I'm not sure. Which works better? Why is it blushing? Read the text first. It's submersive and breathable. I can't, it's too stupid. I feel like this joke will fall flat to so many people. I think it's so stupid. It was like a really dumb idea I had like a year ago. And I wrote it down and I was like, I don't know if it's gonna be that good. And then this year it popped up again and I was like, nah, I gotta do it. It's too goofy. I don't know about the font, or not the font, the text. Should it be white? Is white better? Because white is a bit more clear. I don't know. Yeah, like, this is how I'm gonna post it. Actual grey code, yeah. What you sent me for. Oh my god, Findus, little baby man. Alright, I will save. Let's close my Photoshop file down. I need my logo. I'm just gonna steal my logo from this art piece. Me? Oh, I didn't bring the white with it. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. How you doing? I fucking love it. It's so good. Do I want the full image with context? Sure you can. No, let me post this one on my page. Oh my god. Oh, okay, they're gonna like use them as like a ladder. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know what I expected, to be honest. And happy Friday to you also. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Alright. Alright, which one do we do next? Alright, I'm gonna do a poll. Let's do a poll. We're doing it on Twitch. If you're not on Twitch, you can't play with the poll. You know what I mean? Alright, let's start the poll. Vote. What should I be doing next? What do we doing? I'm basically speedrunning getting all of these designs done so I can order merch, hopefully, Finky's Crust at the end of this month, which is like a week away. But if I get it all done in like a week, I'll be chuffed. Alright, well, you guys vote. I'll be right back. I'm in to the loo. Alright, I'm back. The skull one? Really? Did not expect that. A skull will be easy to do. It's basically just refine it. But I'm fine with that. This is a really cool design. It's really simplistic, but I think it's really cool. Did you say merch? Yeah, so basically I'm gonna be vending at a convention later this year. So I'm currently designing all of the merchandise that I need to order for the convention. So I have a lot of body pillows I've got to design, I have a lot of keychains I've got to design, I've got to find those manufacturers for all of it. It's gonna be a hectic couple of months, I tell you that. But hopefully it'll be all worth it in the end. I'm really looking forward to vending. Thank you so much, Acid, for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Oh, hey Neil, welcome to the stream. How you doing? You haven't got proper internet? Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm sorry, but I hope you have a good day, Neil. That looks sick. Would the merch be sold online or just at the con? So all of the merch will be prioritized for the convention, but if anything is left after the convention, it will be added to my online store. Dear koala. Let me actually check. I want to see something. Oh, that's a shame. They don't really offer many colors. But Okay. So I sadly can't really do the keychain the way I would want. I did it as acrylic. Like clear acrylic, I mean. Would still be cool. Or otherwise I just go with the black acrylic. Still looks cool. Doesn't look as cool as the really neon one. But it's still cool. Damn, that's such a shame. They don't have like a really vibrant acrylic. They used to have different acrylics. They don't seem to anymore. It is a shame. I will put this one on the back burner for now. I'll save it. Alright. The next voted one, the next highest voted one, or the only other one that was voted on was the Orca, so let me do that one next. Okay, let's start drawing. What do I do for the eye? Look at references. Oh, I hate how whenever you try to look up like references for stuff on Google, it just comes up with a bunch of AI shit. That makes me so mad. I'll just stick with the idea I already had. Or I don't know. Yeah, it's just like not any great references. That makes me sad. What? We'll figure it out, I'm sure. Why would you do this? So red. Oh my gosh, hi Goldine. How you doing? Just finished food. What did you eat? Was it good? Chicken sandwiches? Nice. I'm trying to stay fit for you, friends. That's such a goddamn mood. I started doing intermittent fasting, and like, I mean, it's actually going pretty well. It's stopping me from eating unnecessarily, and it's reminding me to drink a bunch. So it's going well. But like, yeah, the fucking trying to like get fit for a convention is such a mood. Yeah, I'm doing the 18/6 fasting, so I don't eat for 18 hours and then only eat during like a 6-hour period. It's working pretty well, honestly. I haven't like felt like it's been troublesome to me because I've not really got much of an appetite these days anyway. I'm tired of trying to get fit. That's understandable though. It's not an easy task. 16.8 here? Yeah. It's a pretty good way of limiting how much you eat. Yeah, for me, like, I just had a bad habit of eating when I'm bored, so, and like snacking in the evenings, but doing like the intermittent fasting has stopped me from doing that, which is really good. Really, really good. Hello, Australian. Welcome to the stream. Big yawn. It is indeed a whale. Oh shoot, maybe I should have done the popper on the head. Not sure. Wow. Why must you bully me so? I did nothing. jump scared. Your mouth isn't moving? Why? Oh, wait, let me check my settings. Let me just... Where's my VTuber? There we go. Give me a second. I think I know why. Wow. Okay, this should be working now? I think? If not, then I don't know. There we go. It is an inflatable orca. Very much so. It's working? Nice. Oh, snap, my character's a red panda. I don't know about the eye. Yeah, I don't know about the eye, what kind of like expression I want them to have. I'm not sure. So the question is, do I do a blue orca or a black orca? Aren't orca eyes below the white spot? I mean, traditionally, yeah. But on all of the, like, orca inflatables and stuff? Wait. No, I might actually just be stupid. Well, I say that the marking goes like that. Stylistic choice, artistic liberty, all that good shit. I think it looks cooler. Like a panda. Yeah, it's a special orca. He's a special boy. Do I want to do a black orca? I literally just saved, but thank you so much for the reminder. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Wow. I will take a sip indeed. Thank you for the reminder. You're going to update your Vulpix for Sona. That's cool. I think it's really good to go back and update your characters over time. Like, not like that you should do it, but I feel like it's fun to like kind of show growth on your character. Like, Pocky changes with me. Every time I kind of change something, I change something on her. Damn, first so spicy. I'm not muted, I'm just like not talking very much because I'm focused. I'm not like one of those streamers who will like continuously yap about nothing for the whole stream. I'm just kind of like more chill. I am the EP. Very much EP. I had like the biggest urge to stay in bed this morning, but I powered through it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Lost in Time, for raiding my stream, and hello raiders, welcome, welcome. I'm Junks, and I'm currently working on some merchandise designs. Sorry, I just haven't been talking, that's all. Well, actually, no, I was talking, but I was talking to the boy because he just came home. Can you know? You should, yeah, you should be able to hear me. All of the audio is fine on my stream. It's very quiet. Is it very quiet for everybody? Everything is as it should be, so it must be on your end. Well, thank you so much for the 10 bits. And alright, I hope you have a good day. Thank you so much for the raid. Fair enough. Congrats for getting on the leaderboard. Alright, I think I'm pretty much done for now, at least. So I will end my stream right about here. But I'm pretty happy with the progress that I made today. Got a lot of stuff done. So yeah, also hi Mute, how you doing? What happened? If it's about your boots, I saw them. They look very cool. Oh, and the matches. Oh, very cool. But yeah, I am gonna end my stream right over here. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a good time. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.